Would you lend more credence to someone that you had an established relationship, you really knew their character and who they were, or someone else that you never met but just had a lot of charisma? Seems like an obvious choice. The person that you knew and had an established relationship with would be the easy choice in there. You knew what their worth was, their character, how much value you can put stock in that. But all too often, a lot of people go with the other choice. They go past the character of the individual and judge against them, no matter what the character says about them. I have so many examples of this in my life. In deconstruction, people that have known me for years knew who I was, what kind of person I was, how I behaved, how I acted, how I treated them, what kind of relationship we had, how I'd back them up and stand for them and support them. Completely abandoned me because I had a different belief system than them. They put more value in being right and correct and in confirmation of their own faith that when I started questioning it, it dismembered and got rid of all the character that I had built up with them beforehand. They gave me no more credence, not based on any merit or anything else other than the fact that I disagreed with them. They put their own value in their own truth and their own ability to be right over years of relationship. I had examples of where people that knew my character, who I was, completely threw that out the window to preserve their own image and their own place in this world because someone confronted me on something and they chose the other side. And even though they had questions about this person's character and credence here, their own image was highly regarded for going against me in this situation. I know people that would just support a leader that they don't even know. That just because he says things, they consider it to be true. Even though if someone that they knew and loved would come up to him and say, "This is how these policies are affecting me. This is what this is doing to me. This is a direct effect of the policies being pushed," they would still side with that leader because he tells them this is the right thing and the best thing for everything else. Even though the person that they love and respect and know his life might be in ruins because of something that happened and some law that got passed. I don't know why people would do this, other than the fact that they're more interested in preserving their own image, their own ability to be right, their own need to be correct, that they're looking for that confirmation from something else, instead of looking at the character of the individuals behind them and what they know about these people. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. You can try to call it out and be like, why do you follow this? Why do you listen to this guy? You know nothing about him. You actually know a lot about his character, but you ignore that and listen to what he says because he's trying to push his own narrative and what his image should be. Not based on anything that he's done, but based on his words that he says. And you're going to believe that over all the proof and evidence out there. It's a sad state when people do this. And there's not a whole lot you can do to expose this. You can try to call them out on it, but they're just going to dig their heels in deeper a lot of times. So yeah, I don't know what to do with this. This is one of them things that's just a great ironic mystery in my life. Why people will disregard character and relationships established over many years in a heartbeat just to be right. Let me know if you ever had experiences like this. I think it's pretty common in deconstruction because people often shun the people that deconstruct, even though they know who these people are and what they're about. They completely cut them off and disregard them and just completely disregard their whole character and reestablish it in their mind as something evil and wrong. Share your experiences. Let me know what you think. And if you have any suggestions on what to do in situations like that.